Welcome to the class. See, in our previous class, we have discussed about the definition of integral, integrand. Okay, then how to write symbolically. So, what is the notation used for integration? See, elongated S symbol. So if we integrate, say, some function, then we are getting another function f of x, and we call c as constant of integration. See, this c is called as constant of integration, and this inner quantity, what is the function we are going to integrate, that is called, see, this phi of x is called integrand. This is variable of integration, and what is the answer we obtain on the right hand side, that f of x, that is called integral, and this is variable of integration. So all these basic things we have discussed in our previous session. So in this session, let us, as told in our previous session, so let us list some of the basic integration rules. Okay, these are very important. See, we have to remember the basic rules or formulas of differentiation. So let us list that those results, and let us mark this. See here, okay, let me give the number here. See, we know derivative of, see, if c is a constant, we know derivative of constant is what? 0. So derivative of constant is, we know, 0. See here, so it is the reverse process. So integration and differentiation are inverse to each other. Okay, it is the reverse process. Okay, see, we have to remember this derivative of derivative of f of x is equal to, so in our previous class we have discussed this implies and implied by integration of phi of x dx is equal to what? See, f of x. So derivative of constant is 0 means, so it implies, so integration of 0 with respect to x. So with respect to x, so integration of 0 with respect to x, so I'm going to get this c. Okay, I will get this. Then similarly, see, first we have to use this, because derivative of constant is 0, we can write that as integration of 0 with respect to x is constant. Then also we know, see, derivative of x with respect to x, what is the answer? 1. We know this. So by using this definition, so we can write this as, see, integration of 1. See, observe carefully, integration of 1 with respect to x. So what I should get? I should get x. See, integration of this is x plus, we can attach the constant c. So c is a constant of integration. Here also c will be there. Here c is obtained on the right hand side. Therefore, I have not written c here. Okay, x plus constant of integration. So we can write some other constant with this. Then, okay, these are the basic rules. Then let me go for next result. See, if we have, observe this, derivative of, see, c, we know this rule. If constant is given with, so the product of constant into x, so derivative of constant into some function, so this constant can be taken outside. So c into, so we will differentiate that with respect to x, and we will get what? Derivative of x with respect to x is 1, so I will get only c. So that is, so if I use the definition, okay, see, derivative of cx is what? C into derivative of x, that will be what? C. So I can write that as, see, integration of c according to this definition. See, integration of this c with respect to x, so integration of constant with respect to x, that should be what? Cx plus some constant of integration. See, these are the basic rules we must follow here. Okay, see, I have used these definitions, so this is for your reference. So we are making use of that. Then if I say power rule, so as we have written in differentiation, so power rule. So let me take this. See, here we have to be careful here. So power rule. So what is the power rule here? See, power rule in differentiation is, we know this. See, derivative of x to the power of n is what? N into x to the power of n minus 1. We know this, power rule. So we cannot write integration of n into x to the power of n minus 1 is this. So that is wrong. So if we, see, if I differentiate, see, if I integrate this, I should get this. See, that is called power rule. So power rule for differentiation is, derivative of x to the power of n is this, n into x to the power of n minus 1. But we cannot write this by using this definition directly. Okay, so we have to be careful here. So here, observe carefully. See, observe this part. So if I differentiate, see, this quantity, x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So what happens here? See, I am going to differentiate this inside quantity. This 1 by n plus 1 is constant. Okay, let me write it as it is. So derivative of x to the power of n plus 1 is, power rule is n into x to the power of c n minus 1. So that n minus 1 means n plus 1, that is n minus 1. So this get cancels. Then this also get cancelled. So I will get what? X to the power of n only. See, derivative of, if I differentiate x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1, I will get x to the power of n. Therefore, I can use this definition. See, integration of this, I can write it here. See, integration of this x to the power of n with respect to x. So I will get, what I will get, see this inside quantity. That is my integral. So that is x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. See, this is called power rule for integration. Of course, here n should not be equal to minus 1. If it becomes minus 1, then denominator will be 0. So we have to avoid that. N is not equal to minus 1. So observe this carefully. So this is all the rough work here. By using these results, I am writing this integration. Okay, see, derivative of function gives me derivative. Derivative of function gives me derivative. So integral, to obtain integral, I have to integrate right hand side. So whatever the right hand side, see here x to the power of n. So I integrate integration of x to the power of n gives me x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Then integration of c with respect to x, that is cx plus c, that is cx. So then integration of 1 with respect to x, that gives me what? X plus c. So in this way we can make use of the basic result. This is called power rule of integration. Okay. See, we have to list all these things. Then let me continue. Go to another result here. So see here. Should write all the results which we know this. Okay. See, some of the standard results. We know that logarithmic function. Derivative of log x, we know. What is the derivative of log x? So derivative of log x is what? 1 by x. So we can write it directly here. See, integration of this 1 by x with respect to x, I can write log x. Very simple. Log x to the base e plus c. Okay, here I have not written the constant. Plus c. See, derivative integration of x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus constant of integration. Of course, here n not equal to minus 1. Then derivative of log x is 1 by x. So integration of 1 by x is what? Log x plus we have to attach c. What is that c? That c is constant of integration. Then let me go for another standard result. So previous class I have told this. Say derivative of e to the power of x. That is what exponential function is. Exponential function only. So I can write this integration of right hand side. So integration of e to the power of x dx is equal to, so e to the power of x itself plus constant of integration. See, observe this list. Go on listing all these standard results. Okay, this is differentiation. This is integration. Once again, I am repeating it. Derivative of. So here all these are derivatives. So here integration. So look at this definition. So integration. See, this is integral. See, this is integral. Whatever I have written on the right hand side, this is integral. This is integrand. This is variable of integration. This is a symbol of integration. So indefinite integrals. So integration of x to the power of n is what? X to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus constant, power rule. Then integration of 1 by x is what? Log x. So you have to write and practice all this. Integration of e to the power of x is what? E to the power of x. Derivative of e to the power of x is e to the power of x. See, derivative of log x is 1 by x. So integration of 1 by x is what? Log x. So this is the 6th. Okay, I will continue. Okay, let me write the 7th result. Okay, so these are called basic integration rules. So 7th one. So let me write it 7th one. See, before writing this, let me write that formula here. See, derivative of sin x. We know what is the derivative of sin x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Then derivative of okay, this cos x is what? Minus sin x. This all these things we have learnt in differentiation. Okay, derivative of tan x. Derivative of tan x is what? Secant square x. Okay, let us convert this to integration. Okay, this result is, see, integration of right hand side. So what is the right hand side? Integration of cos x with respect to x. See, this is variable of integration. I must get what? Sin x. Sin x plus constant of integration. Then let me call this 8th one. See, integration of, leave this sign, integration of sin x. Only write the function inside the symbol. Integration of sin x is, I should get what? Minus cos x. Okay, then this result. Okay, let me call it ninth. Integration of right hand side, that is secant square x dx. So that should be what, tan x plus 6. So that those results. Similarly, we can list all the results. Then okay, let me write another one. So derivative of cot x, derivative of cot x is what, minus cosecant square x. Then so we can convert this. So integration of this, leave this sign, that we should write in the right hand side. So integration of cosecant square x dx, that should be what, minus cot x plus c. Okay, see these four results, standard results. Then let me write another one. So what is the derivative of, okay, let me write this, derivative of secant x. We know this derivative of secant x is what, secant x into tan x. See, these are all derivatives. Okay, these are all integrals. See, integration of the right hand side, secant x into tan x with respect to x, that I should get secant x plus constant of integration. Okay, then okay, another one is derivative of okay, cosecant x, that is minus cosecant x into cot x. So that I can list here. See, integration of cosecant x into cot x, that will be what, minus cosecant x plus c. Then let us go for another result. See here, let me go for another result. See, in differentiation we have one result here. See, derivative of a to the power of x. See, by logarithmic differentiation we can find the derivative of this. So we know derivative of a to the power of x is a to the power of x log a base c. See, this is a very, very important formula we have deduced in differentiation. What is the derivative of a to the power of x? A to the power of x is, derivative of a to the power of x is a to the power of x into log a. So we cannot write this result in this form. See, integration of a to the power of x log a is equal to, that is not a to the power of x. Okay, so slightly here we have to change our result here. Okay, let me put the line. So what is my next result? See, if I differentiate see, a to the power of x by log a base c. See, let us differentiate this. See, this log a base c in the denominator, that is constant, I will take outside. 1 by log a, okay, into derivative of a to the power of x. Formula is what? A to the power of x into log a. So then this log a get cancelled. So I will get what? A to the power of x. See, derivative of, so if I differentiate a to the power of x by log a, I will get a to the power of x. Then by definition, I can now write this as the integration of a to the power of x with respect to x. That is, I will get this. That is a to the power of x divided by log a base e plus c. See, this is very, very important result. So if you don't know all these results, you will not be able to do any problems at all. Okay, so integration of a to the power of x is a to the power of x by log a plus c. So we cannot write it directly. Okay, because these are all reasons here. Because see, because we know the derivative, that's why we are writing the integrals. So whatever I have written on the right hand side, see, this is the integral, sin x plus c minus cos x plus t, tan x integral minus cot x integral, secant x integral. See, integration of sin x is what? Minus cos x, not the derivative. Integral, I am telling integral. Integral of cos x is what? Sin x. So integral of cosecant square x is minus cot x. So in this way we can write the results. Okay, 13 results are here. So let us list some more. Okay, 13 results are, I have written, or I have listed 13 results. Then let us go for 14th. So what is the 14th one? Okay, let us go for next result. See, let us take inverse trigonometric functions. See, inverse trigonometric function, we know. Okay, let me write here. See, derivative of sin inverse x. Okay, derivative of sin inverse x is, you know, 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. This we know. Then derivative of, see, cos inverse x. Inverse trigonometric functions, we know derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Minus 1 by square root of 1 minus. See, these two terms are same, except here sin is attached for cos inverse x. So these two results can be written as, see, integral, see, right hand side. that is integration of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. If I integrate this, what I should get? I should get sin inverse x plus c, or c negative, that is, or minus cos inverse x plus c. Okay, integration of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square becomes sin inverse x or minus cos inverse x plus constant of integration, because plus and minus are attached. So similarly, we can write the result. Okay, see, derivative of, tan inverse x. Derivative of, what is the derivative of tan inverse x? Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Then what is the derivative of cot inverse x? That is negative. See, negative sign attached. Similarly, we can write that as integration of 1 by 1 plus x square into dx. See, this is very, very important result. These are all very, very important results. So I can write it as, see, tan inverse x. This can be written as tan inverse x, or negative, see, minus cot inverse x plus c. See, this is minus sign. Okay, I have taken minus sign here. So tan inverse x plus c or minus cot inverse x plus c. That is integration of 1 by 1 plus x square. Then another result is, see, derivative of secant inverse x. Derivative of secant inverse x is 1 by x into square root of. Okay, so you have to remember all those results. See, derivative of secant inverse x is 1 by x into square root of x square minus 1. And my derivative of cosecant inverse x is negative sign. See, minus 1 by x into square root of x square minus 1. So by using that, I can write that as, see, integration of 1 by x into square root of x square minus 1 with respect to x. That will be either secant inverse x or minus cosecant inverse x plus c. See, that's why I told we have to remember all the results. There's nothing new in this. Only thing is we write it in the reverse way. Okay, integral of this inner quantity is the quantities written on the right hand side. Then, okay, what are the results now left here? So carefully you can list down all the results. Okay, see, for the time being, so we have listed how many results? See, 16 results. So these are very, very important basic integration rules. You must remember all these. Okay, all these results. See, observe this 16 results. So write it correctly. So then I will continue the class here. Okay, those 16 results. See, here only 3 results are listed here. So observe each and every result carefully. So I am going to discuss some of the important points now. Okay, let me. So here, let me write one note here. Okay. Let me write one result. So it's very, very important note. So how many results we have listed here? See, we have listed 16 results. So here, one very, very important thing here. So what is this? If, see, we integrate one function. Okay, so integrating the function gives me integral. So we get some answer that is called integral. So let me write that as g of x plus c. So we get some integrals after integrating the functions. Then observe this integration of, see here, function. So in place of x, if I replace, see, ax plus b. Observe carefully, very, very important here. So all the functions, all the 16 results, we have taken integration of sin x, integration of cos x, integration of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. See, x is there. So instead of x, if I replace, see, ax plus b, then what happens to the right hand side? See, right hand side is no problem here. Instead of x, we write ax plus b, but divide the right hand side by coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is what here. Okay, see here. That is the very, very important result. This is very, very important. The reason why I am writing that expression is, if I replace x by ax plus b, then results will not change. See, right hand side, only thing is, right hand side we have to divide by the coefficient of x. Sorry, coefficient of a. Okay, let me write it here. Coefficient of a. What is the coefficient? Okay, coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is what? A. So I have divided this right hand side quantity by a and written plus c as it is. Okay, so for example, let me show this. So I'm not going to write all the results. So I'm going to show some of the results. So how can we replace that? See, for example, if I write, okay, let me take first result. See this, we know this. Okay, let me write it here only. So just we have written this. So x to the power of n, what is the result? X to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus a. Of course, n not equal to minus 1. Okay, see here. Here the result says, see, integration of some function gives me, see, integration of some function gives me integral this. So if I replace x by ax plus b, see, I will replace this x by, say, I will replace x by ax plus b whole to the power of n. See, I have replaced x by ax plus b whole to the power of n. We have to remember this result, that's it. See, then right hand side, so I can write, see, instead of x, I can write ax plus b whole to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 as it is. So I write the coefficient of x in the denominator. What is the coefficient of x? Yeah. So I write it this. So that is our result. So similarly, if I take the second result, let me write another result. See, integration of. So we know. See, we need not write this result. I am showing it for understanding purpose only. You can write it directly. See, we know integration of e to the power of x is what? E to the power of x plus c. We know this. But if I give c into the e to the power of ax plus b, what is the formula? Then replace x by ax plus b, write plus c as it is, this is wrong, divided by c, write the coefficient of x in the denominator. Okay, yeah. See, this result is what's good. That's why if I write the integration of some function as g of x, then result does not change even if I replace x by ax plus b. Only thing is write the coefficient of x. Whatever the coefficient of x, you write it in the denominator. That's the important. So here the important point to be note down is write the coefficient of x in the denominator for all the results. Okay, just I have written two results. So let me take up third result. Okay, so in this way you can write or you can copy all the results. Then if I take the third result, see, let me list the third result. Okay, integration of, see, integration of, let me write this. So how do you write? So what is the result here? See, integration of sine. See, integration of sine x is what? Integration of sine x is minus cos x. That result doesn't change here. See, minus, okay, cos x divided by coefficient of x is what? A. That result is this. Then similarly we can write integration of cos. See, same result. Integration of cos x is what? Sin x. Integration of cos x is sin x. Instead of x I have written what? Ax plus b divided by coefficient of x plus c. See here. Then okay, it is what's good for all the results. So you can write all the results. Then integration of let me write it another. Okay, secant square. See, we are write one more result. See, integration of secant square x. So integration of secant square x is what? Integration of secant square x is what? Tan x. So what we can write? Tan of, you replace ax plus b divided by, so you write the coefficient of x in the denominator plus c. Okay, then that result holds good. Then similarly, okay, see, derivative of log x is of what? 1 by x. So integration of 1 by x is log x. So that integration of 1 by ax plus b, that is what? Log x. So log x. So log x means what? Ax plus b divided by coefficient of x is a. Okay, you can write it in this way. So integration of 1 by ax plus b is equal to this one, log of ax plus b divided by a. So in this way we can copy all the results. Then let me write. See, we have reduced one result here. See, integration of a to the power of x is I think a to the power of x log. Okay, so what is the integration of a to the power of x? See, in that list we have listed that, see, integration of a to the power of x, a to the power of x log, okay, I will write here, integration of a to the power of x is a to the power of x divided by log a plus c, okay. So then this will be, see, integration of a to the power of, okay, this, I will replace that integration of a to the power of, say, okay, a will be same here, I will write this bx plus c into a to the power of bx plus c. So what is the integration of a to the power of bx plus c? See here, integration of a to the power of x is, see, a to the power of, you treat this whole thing as x, so a to the power of x by log a, that is a to the power of, so x means what, bx plus c divided by, see, log a, that is log a, of course base e, see, coefficient of, okay, this is x, coefficient of x is what, see, this b, so I can write that b in the denominator, so b log a, okay, write the coefficient of, in this case I have taken the coefficient as b because it will be confusing if we type a, okay, write the coefficient of x, whatever the coefficient of x is b, I have written in the denominator, so write the coefficient of x in the denominator, and as usual write the constant of integration. See, I used this result, that's why those 16 results are very, very important, okay. So here I have listed 7 results, so let me take the 8th one. So that the 8th one is, so we know integration, okay, see, we have to recall this result, integration of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square is what, sin inverse x or minus cos inverse x. So if I replace that by ax plus b, okay, see, integration of 1 by square root of 1 minus c x square, x means I replace this x by ax plus b whole square with respect to x, so my answer will be what, sin inverse, see, sin inverse x, so that is, what is x here, x is replaced by this ax plus b, sin inverse x divided by coefficient of x is a plus c, or minus cos inverse x, what is x, ax plus b divided by coefficient of x is what, a plus c. So in this way we can write the results, okay. Okay, let me write this another one, integration of, see, 1 by 1 plus x square into dx, see, the integration of 1 by 1 plus x square is, 1 by 1 plus x square is, that is tan inverse x, okay. So I will replace x by ax plus b, then it will be what, into dx, so that is tan inverse x, what is x here, x is ax plus b divided by coefficient of x is what, a plus c, okay. Integration of 1 by ax plus b whole square is equal to, so tan inverse of ax plus b divided by a plus c, or we can write this as minus cot inverse, okay, minus cot inverse of ax plus b by divided by a. So only thing here is, so you, if I get ax plus b, see, binomial, write the coefficient of x in the denominator whenever integrating that, okay. So write the coefficient of x in the denominator, okay, in the denominator we have to write the coefficient. So in this way you can go on writing all the results, replace x by ax plus b, right hand side divide by the coefficient of x, okay. So this is a very important note, you have to note down this point and go on listing this. I have only written 9 results, so remaining all the results you can write on your own, okay. So these are the very important basic concepts or formulas, okay. So then, okay, see, some of the basic properties of integrals. What are the properties of integrals? So see, properties, yes, so as we had some rules in differentiation, see, derivative of sum, so it sum or difference, in case of differentiation, if we have 2 or more functions, what we used to do, so you used to differentiate every function plus or minus, du by dv or dv by dx, sum rule or difference rule. Then we had product rule, quotient rule, okay. In the similar manner we have some simple properties of integrals. So let us know what are the simple properties, okay. See, first one is okay, let us consider this first one as, if if f of x and, so we have two functions or two integrable functions. Okay, see, integrable functions means their integral exists. Integrable functions, then, so if I integrate those two, see, sum of those two functions with respect to x, sum or difference rule. So if I want to integrate those two functions, see, sum of those two functions or integrate or difference of those two functions, so I have to integrate the function separately. So integration of first function, so if sum is there, put plus, if difference is there, write negative sign. So you go on integrating all the functions with respect to x. So this is called sum rule or difference rule of integration. So if I have two or more functions, you separately integrate all the functions by putting the signs plus or minus. So this is very simple property. Then if I have only one function, say if f of x is integrable function, okay, if f of x is integrable function and I have some constant, say k is some constant, okay, if I have some k is some constant where k is a real number, then, so if I have, see, k into, okay, integration of, see, observe this, so then, see, if I have a constant along with function, see what we used to do in differentiation, derivative of say some constant with respect to, say, x square, then this k we will take outside the differential operator. In a similar manner, take the constant outside this symbol, that is, so k comes outside, then you differentiate this function, okay, f of x, differentiate this function with respect to x. Okay, this is the very simple. So these two, only we have two properties of integration. Okay, so if sum or difference of two or more functions is given, then you integrate all the functions separately. Then if constant is attached to the function, you take that constant outside the this integral symbol and you only integrate the function. Okay, these two are very simple properties of integrals. So note down all the 16 results. Then we can consider some examples on. Okay, let us consider some examples, some very simple examples here. Okay, so let me write this. Integrate. So integrate the following. Okay, integrate the following with respect to x. See, I will combine some of the examples. Okay, let me write first one. Integrate the